Steve Jobs once said, innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity, not a threat. Good morning. My name is Irving Montgomery, the Research Director for the Bryan Consulting Group. Today you'll hear from my team members, Mikhail Adams, Holly Shields, and Kelsey Evans. The purpose of our speech today is to inform you of the extensive research and development Bryan Consulting Group has done for the Innovation Project. The Bryan Consulting Group found that the Cosmic Collection earrings are the ideal solution to the Innovation Project because we found a competitive market with a lot of opportunities. Throughout this memorandum, our research and reasoning will be expressed. After doing extensive research on this topic, we're qualified to inform you on these topics and how they relate to the Forge. The main points we will discuss include secondary and primary research, concepts, prototypes, and the launch plan. Our first main point will be our secondary research and how it relates to the Forge.
BCG utilized the UNC Jackson Library Guide to conduct research with sources being found through the Academic Source Complete and Business Source Complete. These sources include different articles, academic journals, and 990 in financial reports. Additionally, Candid and Google Scholar were used. These methods were selected due to the credibility and high quality content for building an understanding of our research topic. With these methods, we were able to find information about our key findings, which are makerspace as a retail model, makerspace economic development and innovation, recycling, and storytelling. The retail model can guide potential retailers through the process of selling a product. The tool helps retailers navigate through the different elements of a retail model, like value proposition, client relation, value appropriation, vertical integration, partner relation, and horizontal integration. Makerspaces make an impact on economical development in various ways. In an article from Economic Development Quarterly, Van Halm said, makerspaces are able to support product development in a sociable environment by allowing members to have access to industry tools at a small price. In an academic journal, Kane said, recycling is an action that can extend the life cycle of a single-use product, making it an important action for our research management and environmental protection. Reusing leftover materials can help create new ideas and products for others to use and make. Storytelling is a way to connect the product and the Forge to the community.
Regarding economic development, an article, Makerspaces and Local Economic Development by Van Halm, said a study in Georgia resulted in makerspaces starting to be improving economic development through creating a cultural change by encouraging entrepreneurship in the community, supporting small business growth through the provision of services, providing workforce training, and increasing workforce retention.
The implications of these key findings were makerspaces are growing and becoming a prominent industry, and some are focused on bettering the community. It is imperative that the makerspaces understand how to turn their nonprofit organizations into a retail model. The retail model can be incorporated into makerspaces in order to generate another form of revenue. Many innovations that have been produced in makerspaces have become million-dollar ideas that have resulted in economical development. In addition, makerspaces that can create a strong supply chain will be very successful in creating economic development. The importance of recycling and reusing materials will benefit the community by allowing creativity and opportunities to others. Storytelling builds relationship with the community and donors. These are important because they help nonprofits stay open and free for those who really need it. Now I will give it to Irving to talk about our primary research.
The Bryan Consulting Group conducted an observation, interview, and a survey in order to get some firsthand knowledge on our innovation project. The Bryan Consulting Group actually conducted 2 observations. The first one was done by Mikhail Adams on October 25th at the UNCG Self-Design Studio in Greensboro, North Carolina. The second observation was done by Kelsey Evans on October 25th at the Performance Automotive Center in Pittsburgh, North Carolina. Our first interview was conducted by me on October 24th via phone call with Joseph Rosenberg, the Executive Director of Kappa Delta Rho. Mr. Rosenberg has spent the past 10 years of his life working with nonprofit organizations. And the second interview was done with Conway Deuce Harris, the former Athletic Director for Voyager Academy and now the Executive Vice President for TradeNet Realty Capital, RNEC. Mr. Harris has been a financial advisor for over 10 years and has worked with nonprofits for the past 5 years. Our survey was conducted by Holly Shields, and it is and it consists of 6 questions with 26 responses through Qualtrics. Next, we will discuss our key findings and implications of our key findings from our primary. During the interview with Joseph Rosenberg, some of the key points that we found were that 61% of the annual revenue came from contributions and donations, and that the donations came from alumni and the surrounding community that wanted to invest in the undergraduates' futures. During the interview with Deuce Harris, the athletic director for Voyager Academy, some of the things we found were that over $100,000 was raised by donations yearly to run a successful athletic department. Storytelling is how you get potential donors to become interested in supporting your organization, and that donors are more inclined when their money is going towards bettering the community. Since the Forge is an organization that relies on outside contributions as a source of revenue, the information from these interviews can be very beneficial. The Forge can use the information found in these interviews to financially start a new innovation project. Next, we will discuss our key findings and implication of key findings from our observations. During the observation at Performance Automotive and the UNCG Self-Design Studio, Bryan Consulting Group learned about potential tools, materials, and machines that can be used for the innovation project. Next, we will discuss our key findings and implication of key findings from our survey. The information gained from the survey helped Bryan Consulting Group with understanding the level of engagement the target market has had with makerspaces. In addition, Bryan Consulting Group learned the importance of supporting the local economy that the target market is in. These results can be used to learn how to better educate and create strong stories for the product. The next main point Holly will be discussing today is our concepts.
BCG's concepts were developed using the ideation process. The ideation process is a multi-step process that allows for the generation of ideas and solutions. The steps include open and divergence, explore, and close and divergence. Open and divergence is the first step we used. During this step, it is important to be open to any and all ideas from all team members. Each team member used a sticky note to write ideas and then posted them on a large sheet of paper. First, we changed perspectives and brainstormed 80 ideas. Then we generated 80 bad ideas. And lastly, we converted the bad ideas into good ideas. The explore process allowed the team to analyze the concepts. BCG readied concept and then discussed the impact it could have. The team then discussed the potential market of each product. Lastly, the team went through the close and convergence stage. We briefly reviewed all the concepts and looked for themes. The team made groupings and we found many themes among the ideas. We were then able to narrow our selection down to earrings. The next main point Kelsey will be discussing today is prototypes.
The prototype summary consisted of activities, performing tests, gaining insight, and creating a final prototype. The process of creating this prototype began at the self-design studio. The prototyping stage started using Tinkercad and the 3D printer. Using Tinkercad, the team began to build an earring by creating a hoop and a 3-dimensional star with a hole in the top. This hole allowed for a small ring to be inserted to connect the star to the hoop. The team also decided to make the matching earring a moon. After creating this prototype, BCG began to target UNCG students by asking for their opinion about the prototype, if they liked it, if they would consider purchasing it, etc. Some feedback that was given included adjusting the size of the hoop so that it had room to dangle, make the size of each earring the same, the star and the moon, and make the color of the prototype gold. Once these suggestions were taken into consideration, BCG began to make some changes. Due to the lack of time and the fact that the 3D printer did not have a gold filament, the color was not changed. The size of the earring as a whole was reduced, and the size of the star and moon were made equal. This allowed for the earring to better fit in a way that it wouldn't dangle, which is the intended purpose. The final prototype is shown here. Holly is now going to talk about our last main point, which is the launch plan.
The launch plan consisted of a market analysis and includes recommendations for the Forge. The market analysis was a survey that consisted of 11 questions, focusing on the team's prototype. The survey result highlights are as follows. 53% of people would be interested in buying the product, and about 47% of people liked the product. Their survey results showed every person who took the survey was in the age range of 18 to 22 years old, and nearly 71% of the people who responded are females, as you can see in Figure 8. The team was able to develop 7 recommendations for the Forge. These recommendations can be seen here. I would like to highlight a few of them. Time frame. The team recommends launching the product in February 2020. This will allow for enough time for training, to purchase materials, and to develop marketing materials. Advertising. The team believes relationship building and storytelling will be the best ways to advertise. Evaluation and data analysis. Tracking the sales and the feedback from customers is crucial to allow for improvements to be made. As you can see, BCG has been hard at work since September, working towards an ideal solution for you. In conclusion, Mikhail is going to recap what we talked about today.
The main points the team discussed today are secondary research, primary research, concepts, prototypes, and launch plan. The purpose of our speech today is to inform you of the intensive research and development Bryan Consulting Group has done for the Innovation Project. BCG found the Cosmic Collection earrings are the ideal solution to the Innovation Project because we found a competitive market with lots of opportunities. Throughout the memorandum, our research and reasoning was expressed. We're so thankful to be given this opportunity to work on the Innovation Project, and we hope we have provided an excellent solution. We would now like to open the floor to any questions.